Another guard, number 21, a senior, Michael Cooper. The forwards, a senior, number 23, LaTerrence McFadden. And a senior at forward, number 25, Terrell Washington. And a senior at center, number 40, Antoine Green. The head coach of the Tigers is Jerry Harwell, assisted by Robert Scott. And the remainder of the Tigers. And now for Palmetto High School's Mustangs. Starting at a guard forward position, a senior, number 14, Derek Watson. Senior guard, number 20, Adam Hunter. A senior at a wing forward, 21, Michael Darby. At a guard, junior, number 30, Nick Nichols. And senior center, 41, Travis Howard. Lawton Williams is the head coach, assisted by Doug Angel. The officials are Steve Durr, Lawrence Gaines, and Mark Hamright. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask please as you stand as we honor America with the performance of our national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frank McGuire Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. This Class 2A state championship brought to you in part by Marines, the few, the proud. 1-800-MARINES. Visit them on the web at www.marines.com. I'm Mike Rideout. I'll carry the play-by-play of today's game between the Mustangs of Palmetto and the Tigers of Hemingway High School. The Tigers come in with a record of 27-1 on the year. The Mustangs 21-7, a rematch of last year's title game won by Hemingway. Mustangs are coached by Lawton Williams. Tigers coached by Jerry Harwell. Mustangs wearing the gray uniform with red lettering and numerals. There on your screen, the middle of your screen. Meanwhile, Hemingway wearing blue. Should be a good basketball game. Hemingway, the defending state champions. They've won 42 in a row. Actually, they had a 42-game win streak snapped during the regular season. And they've just one defeat this year, so they are the defending state champions. Shot blocked in the early going. Chased down by the Mustangs. Just underway from Columbia, South Carolina. Frank McGuire Arena for today's Class 2A boys state championship game. The girls' state title went to Mullins High School, a 50-44 winner over Bishopville. Loose ball on the floor and possession error belonging to Hemingway. Tiger basketball. Starting five again for the Mustangs: Derek Watson, Adam Hunter, Michael Darby, Nick Nichols, Travis Howard. Starting five for Hemingway: Andre Dorsey, Michael Cooper, Antoine Green, LaTerrence McFadden, and Terrell Washington. Of the 10 players on the court in the starting lineup, 9 of them are seniors. Full court press by the Tigers, but the Mustangs break it ahead into the front court. On the baseline, Leaner in the lane, shot no good. Rebound follow, good by Travis Howard. First points of the game for either team. 2-0, Mustangs out in front. All alone, somebody forgot their man. Antoine Green slams it home. The 6'7" senior helps the Tigers draw even at 2. He knew that one was coming. He was wide open. There's a look at Derek Washington, 6'1" senior, running the point. Washington around a pick. Now a tray. No good. Tapped up. Loose ball in the corner. Watson thought about another tray. Swings it down low. And Michael Darby kisses it off the glass for 2. 6'2" senior Michael Darby with his first two of the game, and a turnover. Andre Dorsey carried with the basketball. First quarter action, 6:19. We have a timeout? Nope, we have a substitution. Substitution for the Mustangs, Travis Howard. Nope, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, folks. Travis Howard was going to inbound it over in front of the Hemingway bench. Instead, they say it should have been inbound underneath the basket. So we're back to action. The shot for three up top, no good. Loose ball taken down by McFadden. Here come the Tigers. And a nice spin move. Couldn't finish it, though. Mustangs run the other way. Nichols ahead to Watson. Watson's shot, no good, but he drew the foul. He'll shoot two. Just inside of 6 minutes, there you see Adam Hunter getting instruction from head coach Lawton Williams. Well, Coach Williams said that their run through the upper state was a little stronger. They feel pretty good about this game after losing last year's state championship to Hemingway. Baseline jumper, good. Adam Hunter with a basket. 4-2 your score. And a foul called in the front court. Foul going to go against Michael Darby. That'll be his first. Five minutes, 29 seconds to play. First quarter action. Three players in the books for the Palmetto Mustangs. Turnaround baseline shot, good by Antoine Green. Palmetto 7, Green 4. Back the other way for three. No, back of the iron. Rebound. Dorsey. Ahead to Green. Green with a finish. Antoine Green with all 6 of his team's points. He cuts it to 1. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Adam Hunter with 3, Michael Darby 2, and Travis Howard 2 for the Mustangs, who lead by 1. Nichols looking inside. And saved. Great save, great hustle by the Mustangs. Michael Darby and Derek Watson doing the work at both ends. Baseline shot, no good by Darby. Here come the Tigers, knocked away and stolen by Nichols. Nick Nichols with the pass ahead to Watson. Watson down low, Darby with a finish. 4 points for Michael Darby. It's a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Back come the Tigers. Tigers would like to get some of their other players into the action. Michael Cooper, number 21, who just had the basketball, averaging near 18 points a game at 17.8 points per game. He's a 63% shooter from the floor. They call him Coop. He's a Carolina Classic All-Tourney Team player. Shootout MVP. And he's scored over 1,000 points in his high school career.
32 checked again for Hemingway. 20 is Edward Taylor. 32 is Chevrolet Washington.
3 minutes, 45 seconds to play. First quarter action from Frank McGuire Arena in Columbia, South Carolina, the site of the Class 2A Boys State Championship, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. McFadden gives the ball up. And there's a strip and a steal. Nick Nichols out of control, misses the shot. And the ball tipped out of bounds, back to the Tigers. Mustangs will pressure full court. Michael Cooper sends his teammates down, brings it up the floor himself. Shot for 2, no good. Rebound, Hunter. That was Eddie Taylor who took the shot, just checked into the game. Clock ticking now, 3:09 and counting. 3-point game in the first quarter. Pull-up jumper inside the arc. No good. Too strong for Watson. Cleared ahead into the front court. McFadden. Taylor misses again. And the rebound comes to Travis Howard. Shot for three wouldn't go. Michael Darby misses the shot. Back the other way, Michael Cooper in the paint. Pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive glass, though. Antoine Green sticks it back up and in. He has 8. 2 minutes, 28 seconds to play, first quarter.
Allen, number 12, check again. Miller comes to the sideline.
And the ball slipped out of the fingers. Jumper no good. Loose ball. Who's got it? Put back up and in by Terrence McFadden. McFadden answers, and it's a 1-point game. Darby on the baseline. Now comes up top. Osborne Allen into the game now for the Mustangs. Allen working man for man. Great pass down low. And it's slammed home. Derek Watson, all 6'1" of him, got airborne and jammed it home. The senior with his first 2 of the game. Shot for 3 from up top, no good. Rebound comes to Allen. Allen quickly down the floor, and he walked. Let's take another look at that slam by Derek Watson. 6'1" senior, got airborne and just took it home against 2 intimidating players of the Tigers. The strength that Watson showed there. Great play by Watson. It's a 1-point game, 11-10. Here come the Tigers. Tigers defeated Calhoun County 64-58 in the lower state finals to reach today's championship game. Spin move in the paint is good. Trevon Washington, sophomore, off the bench with 2. And a foul reach-in called on number 32, Chevert Washington. That's number 1 on Chevert.
Foul is committed by Chevert Washington.
Tigers again will pressure full court.
That's his first, team second.
And the ball's knocked away, but taken back by the Mustangs. Michael Darby, number 21, with the basketball. He was a 6th man last year. He leads the team in rebounding this year. Darby goes up for the shot, has it stripped and knocked away. Darby second on the team behind Derek Watson. And scoring, Derek Watson. Number 14, who got the jam, signed a football letter of intent with South Carolina. So not only can he get airborne with the basketball, but he can get up in the air with football as well. They've got a few athletes on this team. Junior guard Nick Nichols, baseball player. Also Travis Howard, a 2-sport star, as he played football. 41 seconds and counting here in the quarter. Shot in the lane, missed, no good. Rebound Mustangs. Let's see if they'll play for the final shot of the quarter. It's a 1-point game, 12-11. There's your time remaining here in the first quarter. Exciting first quarter from Frank Aguirre Arena. And the Mustangs turn it over, but the Tigers turn it right back with just 13 seconds remaining. Mustangs with a chance to take the lead as we enter the second period of play. Derek Watson working the point, 6'1" senior, with a nice no-look pass. Darby has it blocked. Chevert Washington with a block to end the first quarter of play here in Columbia. After 1 quarter, the Hemingway Tigers, the defending state champions, lead 12-11. We'll be right back. Well, if you'd like to learn more about high school athletics in the great state of South Carolina, visit their website at www.schsl.org. And if you'd like to order your video copy of the state finals, whether it's South Carolina football, anywhere along the East Coast, or Florida rather, visit us at www.channel1.com. Boing. 7:55 and counting, second quarter action from Columbia. Mustangs for the lead. Darby gets his own rebound. Dishes low, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Watson. Darby had the right idea. Mustangs will pressure full court. Ball now in the front court. A shot for three, no good. Rebound Watson. Watson waits on his teammates. Antoine Green led all scorers with 8 points in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Michael Darby had 4 to lead the Mustangs. Darby for three. Weak side rebound. And the follow by Adam Hunter. 5 points for Hunter. The Mustangs out in front by 1. Pass goes inside, layup no good. Follow shot is good, and a foul. Antoine Green picks up where he left off in the first quarter. He's in double figures, and the 6'7" senior with a chance to cap the three-point play. Foul was called on Nick Nichols, his first, team second. Free throw, airborne, and good. 11 for Green. Full court pressure. Mustangs have it stolen away. Tigers on the attack again, leading by 2. And traveling is called. Again, the Tigers will pressure full court. Mustangs will come the full length of the court. Howard in the front court to Darby. Darby thought about a three, gets it to Watson. Watson drives in the paint, dishes low. And a layup good by Travis Howard. That's 4 for the 6'4" senior. We're tied at 15. Tigers had the numbers the other way, but instead, Antoine Green says, I'll do it myself, thank you. 5 in the quarter. Hemingway back out in front by 2 on the baseline. That's Nick Nichols. Now back up top in the hands of Darby. Darby man for man against Green. Darby looking for help. Gets it to Watson. And Watson wants the ball in the hands of Adam Hunter. Hunter, 6' senior with 5 points in the first half. The lob, Watson got away with a push. Passes low to Darby. Basket good. That's 6 for the 6'2" senior. Great look. Cooper, turnaround shot on the baseline, no good. Darby gets it. Down the sidelines the other way, and he double dribbled. Timeout on the floor. 5 minutes, 23 seconds to play first half here at Frank Aguirre Arena in Columbia. The boys Class 2A state championship game tied at 17. You're watching courtesy of Channel 1 Sports. Well, we'd like to thank Comfort Inn at 499 Piney Grove Road here in Columbia, the official stay of Channel 1 Sports. Call them. Reservations at 798-0500. That's 798-0500. Game tied at 17. Mustangs with the basketball. 4 different players have scored in the first half for Palmetto. Palmetto likes to play a half-court game. They average 68 points a game. And an offensive foul on Osborne Allen. That's the first on Allen.
Ball on number 12. Osborne Allen.
Just under 5 minutes to play, first half. Well, meanwhile, the Hemingway Tigers, they like to push it up the floor. They'll keep coming at you. Tipped up and in by Antoine Green. Antoine Green averages 15.3 points per game. He's a 67% shooter from the floor. And he is very close to 1,000. He's got over 900. He won't reach it, but at least he's close. Darby in the corner. Trap. Over to Watson. Watson to Nichols. Baseline move. Layup no good. And the rebound to Hemingway. The Tigers average 88 points a game. They've scored more than 100 5 times this year. That's what makes the Tigers so dangerous. As I mentioned, they had one loss during the regular season. That snapped a 42-game win streak. Hemingway captured the state championship 91-75 over Palmetto last year. Tapped up and in by Michael Cooper. First two of the game for Coop, who averages 17.8 a game. It's a 4-point game. Inside of 4 minutes, there's your time. First half action from Columbia. Ball comes up top to Watson. Watson with a nice dish. He's a general. He leads his team. Mustangs get back defensively. Tigers on the attack again. And layup good by Terrell Washington. First two of the game for the 6'2 senior. 4 different players are in the books for the Hemingway Tigers, who increased their lead to 6, 23-17. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half. On the baseline, pull-up jumper, no good. Snatched out of there by Washington. And we have a timeout on the floor. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to play first half. Hemingway, the defending state champions, leading by 6. You're watching the 2A state championship, courtesy of Channel 1 Sports. Well, if you'd like to see highlights of this game and many others alike, just turn to the leader in high school sports, the High School Sports Report. For subscription rate, call 1-800-489-0649. That's 800-489-0649. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to play. First half action from Frank McGuire Arena. 23-17, the defending state champions leading by 6. Marquise Brown in the lineup now, running point. Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. Pass over on the wing, shot for 3 is no good. Tapped out of there and controlled by the Tigers. Pull-up jumper, in and out. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Chevette Washington. Mustangs will have it. Well, right now the tempo is favoring the Mustangs, but Palmetto still trails by 6, 23-17. They trail by 1 after 1. Nichols. Now the pass stolen away. Coast to coast, and Watson got airborne, came out of nowhere to block that shot. Wow. If there was any question about his leaping ability, there isn't anymore. What a block by the 6'1 senior. He's headed to South Carolina to play football, but with moves like that, he can play basketball any day. Take another look at the block by Watson. Unbelievable. All basketball. Darby loses it out of bounds. Last touched by Hemingway. Just a tremendous block that has this crowd buzzing here in the first half. 1 minute, 35 seconds to play until intermission. Darby up top. Leaner. No, but he'll shoot two. That Hemingway foul called.
The foul was committed by Jermaine Singletary.
On Jermaine Singletary.
The team's fourth, and
That is
the line
his first. Actually, that's his second. First free throw by Darby. No good.
Andre Dorsey checking back in. Pass to Antoine Green for the Tigers.
There's a look at the head coach for the Mustangs, Lawton Williams. He wanted another shot at this thing after losing last year's state championship to Hemingway. One minute and 20 seconds counting here in the first half. It's a 5-point game. Tigers have been led by Antoine Green, number 40. Pull-up jumper good by Andre Dorsey. First points of the game for the 6'1 senior. Dorsey averages 8.7 a game. They call him the gun. Count the basket. Another great play by Derek Watson. I'm impressed more and more by the play of Derek Watson.
Green. Watson.
4 points in the first half for Derek.
Will be number 12, Osborne Allen replacing Nick Nichols.
Derek at the line trying to cap the three-point play. Free throw in the air and good. And a look at the other coach, Jerry Harwell, trying to defend the state championship of a year ago. Looking on. No basket. Palmetto foul called on Darby, his second. 49.9 seconds remaining. Michael Cooper at the line. The senior with 2 points. He averages 17.8 a game. First free throw, no good.
32 into the Mustangs lineup.
Coop, 6'1", 170-pound guard. He's a 74% free throw shooter. Coop's second shot, no good. Missed them both. And there is Watson's leaping ability again. Unbelievable. The boy can ball. 7 for Watson. It's a 2-point game. 36 seconds. Baseline jumper, no good. Follow shot is good.
The basket is good by Terrence McFadden.
Terrence McFadden with the basket. 27-23, 4-point game. Clock down to 18 seconds, and it appears the Mustangs will play for the final shot of the half. Now with 8 seconds. Watson will take the three. No good. He hit the floor, no call. And a foul called against Palmetto with just 0.7 seconds remaining. Fortunately, it's a non-shooting foul. Foul called on Travis Howard, his first. Full court pressure. Pass comes into McFadden, shot at the buzzer. So close, but that's going to take us to the end of the first half. A good first half here in Columbia. The defending state champions, the Tigers of Hemingway, clinging to a 4-point lead. We leave you with another look. 27-23, Hemingway by 4. Welcome back to Frank McGuire Arena. Second half action underway. The Hemingway Tigers with the basketball and a 4-point lead. 27-23 as we begin the third quarter of play. First half scoring went like this for the Tigers. Basket no good. Watson again skying for the rebound. He's sensational. Antoine Green had 15 first half points. Terrence McFadden with 4. And 2 points apiece for Andre Dorsey, Michael Cooper, Terrell Washington, and Trevon Washington. Shot blocked. Darby gets it back. Darby looking for help. Baseline jumper, good. That's a 3 for Derek Watson. He's in double figures with 10 now. Michael Darby with 7, Adam Hunter with 5, and Travis Howard with 4. Only starter not to score, Nick Nichols. There's a tray at the other end, basket for Terrence McFadden. That's the first 3 of the game for the Tigers, who get the steal. Cooper with a pull-up jumper, no good. Follow shot, McFadden. That's 9 for McFadden, and another steal. Coop loses it. In the corner, saved by Watson. Darby in the front court. This is the shot, and the rebound comes to the Tigers. Tigers running it the other way. And the pass thrown away. Mustangs turn it over. And Lawton Williams wants to control this thing quickly. He calls timeout. 6 minutes, 31 seconds to play third quarter. 32-26, Hemingway out in front.
The South Carolina High School League thanks our corporate sponsors. Spalding, the official game ball.
Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, the official sports drink of the South Carolina State Basketball Championships. 6 minutes, 31 seconds to play third quarter here in Columbia, South Carolina. Tigers have outscored the Mustangs 5-3 here in the opening third quarter. McFadden up top to Dorsey. Dorsey in the paint, leaner good. 4 points for Andre Dorsey. Full court pressure again by the Tigers. And the Mustangs break the press with a pass into Watson. Watson slowly will walk it into the front court. Derek Watson, 6'1" senior with 10 points. Watson in the paint. And I guess it carried. I didn't see him double dribble. Inside of 6 minutes. Michael Cooper. Up top, Trey, no good. Ball taken out of there by Adam Hunter. Darby in the front court. Baseline to Watson. Watson has a shot blocked, but he draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
The foul is number 25, Terrell Washington of Hemingway.
Foul called
That's his third and the team first. And the line
on Terrell Washington.
2 shots.
That is his third. Watson's free throw, airborne and good. Watson now with 11. This will cut it to 6. Full court pressure by the Mustangs. Tigers finally break the press into the front court. Nice look down low. Cooper had to adjust his shot. Mustangs trying to cut into this deficit. Darby for 3. Quick outlet ahead to McFadden. McFadden into the paint. And his shot wouldn't go. Hung up there for a while, didn't it? Follow shot good. Antoine Green with 17 points. He had 8 in the first quarter. 7 in the second. Watson with a good feed. And a foul. Adam Hunter will shoot 2.
25, is his second.
Foul called on
Team second foul.
well, Washington. The foul was called on Washington and had him originally with 3, but that's what the PA announcer said. Now he changes it back to 2. Couple of substitutions in the game now for the Tigers. Hunter's second shot airborne and no good. 7-point game. And the pass goes inside to Howard. Watson saved it along the baseline. Travis Howard will shoot 2. 6'4" senior. Trying to draw his team within 5. First free throw, good. Foul was called on number 32. Shavaric Washington, his second. You see the concerned look by Lawton Williams as the second free throw is good. Encouraging his team there. 5-point game, 36-31. On the baseline, basketball lost out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs, however. Watson, I think, got a hand on that one. And an offensive foul called against Trevon Washington. I think some good acting, too. But it worked.
30 back in for Alberto is Nick Nichols.
Osborne Allen back into the lineup. Turnover. Tigers with a steal. And here come the Mustangs. Layup no good, but a foul. Nick Nichols missed the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Again, the Mustangs don't want to get into an up-tempo game with the Tigers. Palmetto averages 68 a game. And meanwhile, Hemingway averages 88 points a game. Well, Nick will hear that one for a little while. The 6-foot junior is still looking for his first point on the afternoon. Nick's second shot is good. Couple of substitutions for the Mustangs. Jeremiah Clinkscales checks in, along with Adam Hunter. Michael Darby will have a seat. And finally, Nick Nichols has a seat. Can't play with 6 guys, Coach. Here come the Tigers. They lead by 4, 36-32. 4 minutes, 17 seconds to play, third quarter. And the paint shot no good. Tapped back out into the hands of Allen. Watson back to Allen. And the shot blocked by Andre Dorsey. But a foul called on Dorsey. That'll be his first. And Osborne Allen will be at the line shooting 2. 6'1" senior looking for his first point today. Osborne's first shot is good. This will be the 10th free throw of the third period shot by the Mustangs. Substitution for the Tigers, Michael Cooper returns. Andre Dorsey checks out of the lineup. Second free throw, good. Tigers have hit their free throws here in the third period. They are 8 of 10 from the floor, or from the free throw line in the third period. Their only field goal, a tray by Derek Watson to start the third. Full court pressure again by the Mustangs. And they break it into the front court. Under 4 minutes remaining. It's a 2-point game. Well, 4-point game. Everett Washington with his first 2 of the game. Watson in the paint. Oh, nice look. Darby with a reception of that one. The assist by Watson. 9 points for Darby. And a turnover back to the Mustangs. 38-36. It's a 2-point game. Mustangs to tie with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to play here in the third. Watson in the paint. One-hander good. We're tied at 38. 7 points in the quarter for Derek Watson. 14 for the game. All alone at the other end, and a foul. That could be an intentional foul.
The foul is called on number 30, Nick Nichols.
Nick Nichols picked up his second.
That's the second. Team's first in the half.
And that'll send LaTerrence McFadden to the free throw line. LaTerrence is a 65.5% free throw shooter, averaging 21 points a game. First free throw is good. That gives him double figures with 10 now.
52 and 41, Travis Howard in now for the Mustangs.
LaTerrence, all region and all state last year. Second free throw good.
Checking in again is Andre Dorsey.
He was the 2A player of the year, Mr. Basketball. Two-point game, 40-38. And the pass comes up top. Watson with the basketball. His team down by 2. Inside of 3 minutes remaining. Third quarter action. Watson forces a 3. Doesn't get a call. He was wanting. Back come the Tigers for a 3 at the other end. Watson had it taken away. Into the paint. McFadden. No basket.
Player controlled by his foul.
Offensive foul.
Number 23, LaTerrence McFadden of Hemingway. That's his first. 17
Full court press again by the Tigers. Mustangs to come the full length of the court. Mustangs get it into the front court. Darby on the baseline. Looks for help and has it picked off by Andre Dorsey. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to play in the third. It's a 2-point game. Hemingway, the defending state champions, by 5 now with that shot by Dorsey.
Andre Dorsey.
7 points with a 6'1" senior. And even 2 minutes to play, third quarter. On the baseline. Up top to Watson. Watson in the paint. Oh, nice dish. Layup good by Travis Howard.
Travis Howard.
Watson with the assist. 8 points for Howard. And the Tigers turn it over. Mustangs have it, trailing by 3. 1 minute, 41 seconds to play here in the third.
Also number 40, Antoine Green from Hemingway.
Mustangs trying to bring it with a 1 or tie it with a tray. Nichols to Watson. Watson with another beautiful pass. Travis Howard, recipient of another great pass from Derek Watson. 10 in the game for Howard. And on the baseline, a foul called against Travis. That'll be number 2 on Howard.
The foul is called on Travis Howard.
1 minute,
That's his
13 seconds remaining. Third quarter action from Frank McGuire Arena.
second also.
Boys Class 2A state championship game on the line. A rematch of last year's 91-75 win by Hemingway. Pull-up jumper no good. Darby with the rebound. Darby quick outlet to Hunter. Nichols comes out between the circles. And a foul called against Hemingway. That Tiger foul on Terrell Washington.
That's 3 at Washington. It's a
There's a look at Eddie Fogler, the head coach for South Carolina. He's got to be, you see those eyes get lit up. He's got to be liking what he's seeing from Derek Washington, who has 14 points. He's already signed a letter of intent to play football for South Carolina, and I know Eddie Fogler's just licking those chops and knowing that he's not going to have to use up a scholarship to get Derek on the basketball court. Watson can definitely play Division I basketball. Darby misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. No, let's see. He turned it over. 43-42, 1-point game, under a minute to play, third quarter. Coast to coast, Cooper misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Michael Cooper with only 2 points today. He averages 17.8 a game. Foul was called on Darby, his third.
Michael Cooper at the free throw line, 2 shots.
Coop 0 for 2 at the line. First shot, airborne and good.
Michael Fulton is checked in for Cooper.
Cooper, a 74% free throw shooter. Puts the second shot in the air. This one's good again. Back to a 3-point game. 47 seconds remaining, third quarter. Watson will slowly bring it up the floor for the Palmetto Mustangs. Shot for 3 to tie. Watson gets it back. A nice dish again. Howard couldn't finish it, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Tigers with just 31.8 seconds. And the pass stolen away. Offensive interference. Count the basket for Andre Dorsey. 7 points here in the quarter for the 6'1 senior, 9 for the game. That makes it a 5-point lead, 47-42, 25.6 seconds remaining in the third. Mustangs will play for the final shot of the quarter. And who do you think is going to take the shot? I don't know, the way that Watson can dish out the assist. Wouldn't be surprised if he penetrated and then dished it off, but he's going to take a tray. Nope. But Nichols will. We have completed 3 quarters here in Columbia. The boys Class 2A state championship game. A rematch of last year's title game won by Hemingway. Will they repeat? We'll see. We're 8 minutes away from crowning a champion. 47-42, Hemingway by 5. You're watching courtesy of Channel 1 Sports. Well, the Palmetto Tigers getting the kind of game that they want, more of a half-court game, if you will. But right now, Hemingway still halfway from their average of 88 points a game, still controlling the tempo just a bit. They lead by 5 as we enter the fourth and final quarter here in Columbia, South Carolina. Darby looks for help up top. Darby still in trouble. Now swings it over to Nichols. And a dish low to Watson, jump ball. That's a great play that time by the Tiger players, converging on Watson and say, no, sir, not this time. This might be your arena one day, but not today. .28 and counting. 5-point lead for the defending state champions. Turnaround baseline shot, no good. Tapped up, rebounded by McFadden. Watson tries to swat it away. Loose ball in the corner, picked up by the Tigers. McFadden for 3. Second three of the game for Terrence McFadden. And we have a foul called against the Tigers. Foul was called on Michael Cooper away from the basketball. A 1-and-1 for Adam Hunter. Free throw good. (51-42) or 43, excuse me, 8-point game. Second free throw airborne and good again. Substitution for the Mustangs. Osborne Allen checks back into the lineup. Very close third quarter as the Tigers outscored the Mustangs just by one, 20-19. There's a look at the head coach, Jerry Harwell of the Hemingway Tigers, looking for back-to-back state championships. They were state champions last year with a 27-1 record. They are 27-1 entering today's contest. Foul called on Travis Howard, his third. We'll see how much experience pays down the stretch for Hemingway. Michael Cooper, LaTerrence McFadden, Antoine Green, three guys that started on last year's state championship team. Free throw good by Coop. Second free throw airborne and good again. He's hit 4 in a row. And a steal and a basket for Cooper. 8 points for Michael Cooper. It's a 10-point lead, largest of the game for Hemingway. Watson looking to make something happen down low. Layup good. Derek Watson with a nice move inside. Back come the Tigers. And a blocking foul called on Nick Nichols. That'll be number 3 on Nick. A couple of stats about the Tigers. In addition to averaging 88 points per game, they held their opponents to 61 points per game. They also averaged 57% shooting from the floor. To average 57% is almost unheard of. Watson, he's starting to heat up. 11 points in the second half for Derek Watson, 18 for the game. Inside of 6 minutes. Cooper with another big basket. 8 in the second half for Michael Cooper. Watson for 3. Rebound comes to the Tigers. McFadden with the board. Pass up into the front court. Oh, nice look. Terrell Washington with a basket on a feed from Antoine Green. We have a timeout on the floor. 5 minutes, 18 seconds to play here in Columbia. 58-49, the Tigers pulling away again. You're watching the Class 2A state championship game courtesy of Channel 1 Sports. Well, it's been just over a month. That's the last time the Hemingway Tigers tasted defeat as they lost to Mullins 89-85 to end their 42-game win streak. But they're playing well, trying to capture back-to-back state titles. They have a combined record, 2-year record of 54-2. By the way, they are the smallest 2A school in the state. Great pass. And the layup good and a foul. Tigers are taking over here in Columbia. Foul on Michael Darby. That's his fourth. Antoine Green with 19. The Tigers can run. They can score in a hurry. Not only have they scored over 100 points in 5 games, but they've also scored 90 or more points in 10 games. Their highest score came on January 29th when they posted 119 points. And a foul called against the Mustangs. Osborne Allen away from the basketball. Number 2 on him. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to play. An 11-point lead for the Tigers. Terrence with another shot at some free throws here. LaTerrence with 2 trays in the second half. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Free throw good. He's a 65% free throw shooter. $15 points for the 6'4" senior. Second free throw, no good. Watson with a rebound, quickly the other way. Derek Watson out high. And a foul called. That one to go against Andre Dorsey, his second. And that'll send Derek Watson to the free throw line. Derek 3 for 3 from the line today. 6'1" senior's first free throw short. Watson's second free throw, airborne and good. 19 for the senior. Now look at the Mustang cheerleaders in attendance today. Large contingent of them. (61-50), an 11-point game. Basket by Michael Cooper. 10 points in the second half for Coop. He averages 17 a game. Watson with a layup. He just makes it look so easy. Pass, look out, showtime. (17 points for LaTerrence McFadden. Watson for 3. Ball knocked away, laid back up and in by Antoine Green. 21 for Green. Largest lead of the game, 67-52. Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here in Columbia. You're watching the Class 2A Boys State Championship courtesy of Channel 1 Sports. Mustangs with the basketball as we take another look at Mr. Showtime with Terrence McFadden with a jam. 3 minutes, 37 seconds. The Tigers get the steal. Stolen back by Watson. Look out, showtime. (67-54). Both these teams really going after each other now, but that's going to play into the hands. Darby, the basket and the foul. (11 for Darby. There's another look at the dunk by Watson, his second dunk of the game. We have a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. 67-56. Mustangs within 11. We'll be right back. If you'd like to order your video copy of the state finals, visit us on the web at www.channel1.com. We have 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this boys Class 2A state championship game. Michael Darby at the free throw line, trying to cap a three-point play and cut this thing down to 10 points.
Darby with a bonus.
The 6'2 senior puts it airborne. It's good. 67-57. The Stings will pressure full court. Michael Darby checks out of the lineup. Pass comes into Coop. Michael Cooper working on Hunter. Pass in the front court to McFadden. Back to Cooper. Now inside of 3 minutes. Cooper swings it over to Green. Antoine Green to McFadden. McFadden to the basket. That's going to be an offensive foul. Second foul on McFadden. That was a good defensive play there by Osborne Allen. The fans are booing, but I agree with the call. Allen had the defensive position. And that will send Osborne to the free throw line. A 6'1 senior with 2 today, both at the free throw line. First shot airborne and good. We're single digits. Allen hits them both. 67-59, an 8-point game. Full court pressure again by the Mustangs. Watson went for the steal and is going to be charged with a personal.
Derek Watson, called for the foul. That is Derek's first foul.
It's hard to believe that's only Derek's first foul of the game, as physical as he has played today.
Coming out is quick steals. McFadden 1-1.
At the line, Terrence McFadden. First free throw is good.
Nichols back in.
Lawton Williams just hoping that his team can just find a way to come back in this one. Second free throw, no good. Offensive glass though, turnaround shot, good by Terrell Washington. 6 points for the 6'2 senior. That one hurt, puts him up by 11. Watson in the paint, pull-up jumper, no good. And the ball swatted out of there by Derek. Out of bounds to the Tigers. Two minutes, 22 seconds to play here in Columbia. And a strip, almost a steal. Good hustle by Nick Nichols.
Blake Landing is back in now for the Mustangs.
If the Tigers hit their free throws, they will capture their second consecutive state title. McFadden to Cooper. A host of players have led the Tigers today, but the Tigers turn it over. 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. All these trips very critical now for the Mustangs. And they've got to score quick. Time is working against them. A blocking foul on the baseline. Called on Michael Cooper.
Cooper is called for foul. That's his second.
That sends Osborne Allen back to the free throw line where he's 4 for 4 today. Osborne's shot is good. Inside of 2 minutes remaining, 10-point game. Osborne's second free throw is short. Allen checks out of the game, and Adam Hunter returns for the Mustangs. And the ball knocked off the foot of Andre Dorsey. Good call by the official. Michael Darby quickly off the bench. He returns for the Mustangs. But first, timeout on the floor. 1 minute, 48 seconds remaining. 70-60, a 10-point lead for the Hemingway Tigers in this 2A state championship game.
Medallions, runner-ups, state champions, also.
1 minute, 48 seconds remaining. Mustangs are going to have to score in a hurry. Watson, to the basket. Full court pressure by the Mustangs. Pass in the front court. Washington, and they turn it over. Over and back. It's an 8-point game. It's not over yet. Watson for 3. It's good.
Basket by Derek Watson.
Derek Watson has stepped up big here in the fourth quarter. At the other end, no basket.
The foul is called on Palmetto's number
14 points for Watson in the fourth quarter alone.
19 fouls. And
28 for the game.
is Terrell Washington.
That last foul called on Travis Howard, his 4th. Terrell Washington at the free throw line. Shot airborne and good. That was his first free throw attempt of the game. Washington is a 50% free throw shooter. This will give him a 7-point advantage. He hits them both. 7-point lead for the Tigers of Hemingway. Another 3. That one's blocked. Saved by Darby. Darby looking for help. And the ball kicked off the foot of Terrell Washington. Travis Howard will key it in. 1 minute, 8 seconds remaining. Pass up top to Darby. They're going to have to get this off in a hurry. Watson to the paint. Layup good. Watson with another basket. Inside of a minute remaining. It's a 5-point game and a foul called against Darby. No basket.
The foul is on
Watson
21.
has poured it on in the fourth period with 16. And that is number 5 on Michael Darby.
Michael Cooper will lead the line.
A great career at Palmetto High School.
Greg Hunter, number
He fouls
52,
out of the game with 12 points.
replacing Darby.
Michael Cooper at the free throw line, where he's 4 of 6, making 4 of 7. The Tigers want to defend their state championship and capture another one. They're going to have to hit their free throws. Second free throw good. Clock down to 48 seconds. It's a 6-point game. Watson for 3. No, but a foul. And Derek Watson will shoot 3.
Hemingway is third. Derek Watson at the line.
Foul called on Terrence McFadden, his third. Derek 4 for 5 at the line. First free throw good. That's a big miss.
Allen in for Hunter.
His third free throw is good. He hits 2 out of 3. He's over the 30-point mark today. 39 seconds remaining. It's a 4-point game. And a foul called against the Mustangs.
The foul was called on
Again, we'll go back to the free throw line.
That is his fifth.
Foul called on Travis Howard, number 5 on him. He fouls out of the game with 10 points. A great career for Travis Howard at Palmetto. Those were the only 2 players in serious foul trouble for the Mustangs.
Michael Coleman is in the lineup now.
And checking in is Shannon Coleman, a 6-foot senior. Michael Cooper at the line, shooting 2. He's hit 3 of 4 here in the quarter. Cooper, a good free throw shooter, 74%. This will be his 10th free throw of the game. Cooper hits them both. 75-69, 6-point game. 33 seconds, there's your time remaining. Watson for 3. It's good.
That's 3 points for Derek Watson.
He's on fire, folks, here in the 4th.
Ty Hemingway.
Timeout on the floor. 24 seconds remaining. It's not over yet. 75-72. Palmetto within 3. Well, if this game were somehow to go in overtime, Derek Watson could be on pace to set a record. There's a strip and a steal. Loose ball. Stolen away. Look out. That could be the exclamation point. McFadden with a jam. Watson the other way. Down to 9 seconds. That's going to be a 2. And a foul called with just 2.7 seconds remaining. I was about to say if this game could make it to overtime, that Derek Watson would have a chance to do what current South Carolina basketball player B.J. McKee did along with Rodney Taylor, and that was score 42 points in a state championship game. Watson shooting 3. First one is good. Second one is short. That one hurt. It's a 4-point game. He's got to nail this one. He does. And a foul immediately. 1 second ticks off the clock. And one free throw here will give the Tigers their second consecutive state championship. Remember, they've only lost 1 game, and that was to Mullins in 4A. That snapped a 42-game win streak.
At the line again, Michael Cooper.
And that'll do it. Michael Cooper has hit his last 4 free throws.
51, Eddie Blackmer goes in for Palmetto.
And a fresh 5 for the Tigers.
For Hemingway.
Actually, Mullins also in 2A, excuse me. (78-74). There's your exclamation point.
And coming in on the game is Cooper.
What a game Mike Cooper's had, especially in this fourth quarter. 13 in the quarter. Watson loses it, and that's going to do it. Congratulations to Lawton Williams and the Palmetto Mustangs for making it back to the title game. A great run. Their season ends at 21-8. Jerry Harwell and the Hemingway Tigers are the 1998-99 state 2A champions. They finished the year 28-1. Your final score, Hemingway 79, Palmetto 74. Stay tuned, the award ceremony coming up next. Now for executive producer Troy Melquist, I'm Mike Rideout. This has been a presentation of Channel 1 Sports.
Mike Kelly, please report to the court. Mike Kelly, please report to the Coliseum court.
Of 21-8 overall, the Palmetto High School Mustangs. Presenting the awards, their medallions, will be Tommy Davis and Mike Kelly. And in order they are: to Palmetto, number 12, Osborne Allen. 14, Derek Watson. 20, Adam Hunter. 21, Michael Darby. Number 30, Nick Nichols. 31, Michael Coleman. 32, Justin Burns. 40, Rick Whitten. 41, Travis Howard. 42, Jemiah Clinkscales. 50, Ray Blanding. 51, Eddie Blacker. And number 52, Greg Hunter. And to head coach Lawton Williams and assistant Duck Angel. And presenting the runner-up trophy to the upper state champions, the Palmetto High School Mustangs, is the assistant executive director of the South Carolina High School League, Jerome Singleton. Ladies and gentlemen, a team that had an excellent season, upper state champions, the Mustangs of Palmetto High School. And now, as State Farm Insurance representatives Yolanda Morgan, Rudy Cunningham, Mark Rouse, and Jimmy Owens present, in addition to their medallions, T-shirts which are emblematic of their championship. The presenters to Hemingway will be Athletic Director Ralph Harrell, Principal Ronald Williamson, Superintendent Kenneth Gardner. And here are the Class 2A boys champions. Number 10, Michael McRae. 11, Marquise Brown. 12, Ross Powell. 13, Andre Dorsey. 14, Curtis Bell. Number 15, Terrell Williams. 20, Edward Taylor. 21, Michael Cooper. 22, Tervon Washington. Number 23, LaTerrence McFadden. 25, Terrell Washington. 30, Jermaine Singletary. 32, Chevrolet Washington. Number 40, Antoine Green. And 42, Matthew Lewis. To head coach Jerry Harwell and his assistant Robert Scott. And again, presenting the state championship trophy, his assistant executive director Jerome Singleton. The championship to the boys 2A state champions, the Tigers of Hemingway High School. For the scoring of the boys championship game, Nicholas Nichols had one.